Girl, can you get them both out?
Dear brothers, it's about quality, not quantity.
So guys, it should be your conversation, the way you flow, your presence is enough for a woman to want to be around you, not how much money you spend.
Dear sisters, it's about knowing your value.
My sisters out there, don't be afraid to scare a guy off just because you have standards.
Dear brothers, dear sisters, it's time to come together.
Hey, DBDS family. What's up, Meiaka?
Hey, beautiful.
How are you?
I am well, thank you. And yourself?
Girl, doing good. Happy Sunday. Happy Black History Month. But you know, we celebrate 365.
Because we are 365.
Listen, all year is Black History Excellence. But you know, I'll oblige for February. So welcome back. We have missed you. I know that you've been off doing life, doing your thing, but I'm so glad that you are back tonight to snatch mics with me. And we got some special guests that we're going to bring out in a minute. But how you been? Like, let's catch up.
Listen,
what's been new?
I have been phenomenally blessed.
Yes.
And that is just to say the least. Like the mere fact that I still have the ability to be here and to be able to identify the place called here.
Come on.
Is enough in and of itself. And to be able to be a part of such a strong platform, like in the momentum and moving our community forward, which is going to be able to build strong marriages, which in turn build strong communities and all of that.
Okay. And speaking of all of that, we have to quickly show some love to Mel and Carl for once again sharing their throne and allowing the queens to take over. We are super hyped about tonight's show. I'm telling y'all, if y'all haven't tuned in, hurry up, get your wine, grab a seat, share this live, tell your homegirl, tell your homeboy. Y'all not going to want to miss this conversation.
Absolutely.
But before we bring out our guests and jump in, I do want to share some love, send some love and good vibes to our very own sister, our queen sister here at DBDS, Tanisha Levant, aka the Professor. She recently went through a tragedy, and I just have to say, DBDS family, y'all are the truth. Y'all showed up, y'all showed off, y'all showed out, y'all donated, y'all sent love, y'all posted, y'all commented, you DM'd her. Much love to all of you. That's community. Right? When one of us hurts, we all participate in the healing. And so truly grateful to all of our DBDS siblings, as I call it, our sisters and our brothers. Thank y'all for really getting behind her and her family and supporting. Again, Tanisha, we love you. We miss you. We're going to represent for you tonight. I got some professor type notes over here. I hope I don't let you down, but we love you to pieces. So sis, I'm ready to jump in. I'm so excited about tonight's topic. It's so necessary.
Yep. I'm with you.
It's necessary. We do a lot of connecting. We saw
tonight. We celebrate Black history, but tonight we make history.
We making history. We gonna stick y'all. We gonna love on y'all. We gonna give you some of that physical therapy that you need after surgery. That's what we got tonight in the topics. So let's go ahead and get our mic snatching queens out here to help us with this heavy lift, because this is gonna be a heavy list tonight. First, I want to bring out the beautiful Daniece, Coach Daniece Gilbert. Come on out, sis. Hi.
Hi, ladies. How are y'all?
Good. So glad you could make it. Welcome. This is our first time collaborating, but the energy, sis, is there.
Yes. I'm so excited about the night. Like you said, I just know this is going to be, incredible. And we all need these reminders if we know. And, we all need, if you don't know, now you're going to know. So, well, I'm excited.
What she said. Co-signing what she said. Real quick, Daniece, before we move on and bring on our next queen, tell us a little bit about yourself, the DBDS family. I know they know you, but for the new folks, the folks that don't know, let them know.
Exactly. My name is Daniece Gilbert, and I am a transformational coach. So I do love to work with young women, but I'm not opposed of working with young men as well. Just with transforming the mind. So if you or anyone else need that, that coach, that mentor, that person that will help you see your blind spots and get it all together, let's go ahead and get your life transformed. So that's exactly what I do. And I'm a mommy as well, to a beautiful little boy, 4 years old. So that's pretty much what's going on with me.
Yes, shout out to your young friends. Absolutely. Mommy duty on deck. We are all mothers. Yes. So yes, let's go ahead and bless the other mothers that are going to be here. So thank you so much, Daniece, for joining. We know you got some gems to drop. We know that we're going to dive right into this topic. But before we do, we needed some extra backup for this topic. Yes. So we got Cameryn, the DBDS moderator, blogger, author extraordinaire. Come through, sis. Hey.
Hi,
beautiful.
Hey. I'm so excited. This is my first Queen Takeover. Usually I'm in with the fellas, but I'm excited today.
Sis, we do it. It's definitely feminine energy all up and through. We love Mel and Carl and all of our DBDS brothers, but the sisters are doing it tonight.
That's right. Tonight.
But real quick, please tell our DBDS family about you. I know you said you've been on the show before, but for those of you who may not have caught you, please share a little bit about yourself.
Well, let's see. I hail from Atlanta. I am a native, so I am a peach. So people call me, but so I'm walking, living, breathing testimony to basically a woman who has been married and the power of recreating, reinventing herself in order to not only be a healthy version of herself, but a healthy parent and a healthy co-parent. So I pretty much take the lemons and I flip them. I don't make lemonade. I make lemon meringue. I put a twist on a drink,
a lemon martini. Okay.
Whatever it has to do, I can and will do it.
I love it. Well, I can't wait to hear more about your story and your tips and advice and gems for the folks. So I know I didn't get a chance to introduce the topic because I wanted to wait till we were all out here because I got to pause for y'all reaction. I got to see y'all reaction to tonight's overall show title and then our topics. So Meiaka, you want to help me out with that? You want to jump in and share what our title and topics are?
You got this.
Okay, you got it.
I got it. So tonight's is true beauty lies in a woman's behavior. We will also be talking about standards set you apart. The next thing will be mysterious. Then lose your list.
Get rid of it. Get rid of the list.
And last but not least is be open and try new things.
Let's go.
Y'all ready? I got my pen.
I'm ready. Okay. I'm ready. Okay. And I think what's so amazing are not only are the topics going to support the overall title, you can pull something from every subject. So if your thing is not a list, you don't have a list, are you open to new things? If you open to new things, are you know what I'm saying? Do you put everything about yourself out there? So we're going to dive into everything. Get your notes, get your pen, get your wine, get your water, open your ears, open your heart, and trust that we're here to help. So real quick, ladies, before we even touch the first topic, I want to just talk about the title. That is such a powerful title. True beauty lies in a woman's behavior. I'm going to come to you first, Cameryn, because you were talking about transformation in your process. What does that look like for you in terms of a woman's beauty exhibited through her behavior?
Honestly, the core of it for me is self-love. Like I always ask myself, what is the most loving thing that I can do for myself in this space?
Yeah.
You know, I'll probably go a little bit deeper as we go through, you know, the other subtopics, but you know, for the most part, you can only control your behavior at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's no amount of overextending yourself, overexerting yourself that's going to manipulate and change someone else's behavior. But you got every power in the world, from the top of your head to the bottom of your soul, the soles of your feet. You have the power to control you. So that's where I stay.
Yes.
Yeah. No, that's
she dropping bombs right in the beginning.
Well, I mean, out the gate, like Cameryn came in like y'all said snatch a mic. I knew the assignment. She understood the assignment. Daniece, how about you? Tell us a little bit about your perspective on like our beauty showing up in the way we behave and act.
Yes. True beauty. To me, true beauty means your heart. Basically, you know, how you feel, how you treat others, you know, how you treat yourself, like how you show up. You know, we as women, you know, we're very powerful, and love is, you know, is very powerful. So, you know, how do you treat other people? How do you carry yourself? You know, it goes beyond just, you know, the physical and, you know, the outside. Your heart, is your heart beautiful? And I think, you know, even, you know, of course we should keep ourselves up and everything, but you know, what does your heart say about you? How does, when you leave from around people, how do people say, oh, she made me feel, or, you know, she was a joy to be around? So I just think about that as, you know, being true beauty, like, you know, really coming out from the inside out, you know. That's true beauty.
That is so good. Absolutely. Outside, but if you not on the inside, eventually it's going to manifest on the outside. Sis, Meiaka, like,
yes,
tell me your thoughts on that, on just the title of the show.
Listen, as they are talking, I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. I got some. So for me, like I had written some things out, like what I have on my little pad says, being a lady is always in season. So I was just thinking, like, just how it is, like it's classic, you know, like black and white is just like a classic look, especially like, because like, I'm a cosmetologist for you all that don't know. So like to me, a classic look is like black and white with like a really sexy red lip, right? So like to me, that class, it transcends any timeline, you know. So I believe that just being a true lady and carrying yourself as a lady is like, it's priceless. So to me also, when you have the ability, like being true to you and being true to being a builder and not someone that tears down, even when you have the ability or you feel like you have the right to tear someone else down, like you choose to be someone that helps build. Like I think that true beauty like lies within you being someone that builds.
Absolutely. Oh, that's so good. That is so good. And you know, I was thinking about, as we were preparing for this show, I was thinking about some of the things that come to mind when I hear your beauty is how you behave. Your beauty, what's attractive about you is the way you behave. And one of the things I wanted to share, you know, with the DBDS family and anyone else listening is that your looks might get a man's attention. Your feminine energy will keep his attention, and your character is what he gonna marry. Because I don't care how fine you are, those things are going to fade eventually.
Come on, ma'am.
Character,
absolutely.
that part of who you are, your essence, that's what wipes you. That's what puts a rock on it. That's what puts that hardware on that left hand. So I just wanted to share that out the gate, because that's immediately like, I was cute and he came over, I opened my mouth and my feminine energy began to, you know what I'm saying, draw him in, and it kept him for that first date. But it's my character that secured the wedding day. So
absolutely.
Just wanted to say that. So let's jump in to these topics, ladies. Let's get right in. First, we are tackling like your standards. Let's talk about standards that set us apart. I feel like standards have become so cliche, right? We have people repeating other people's standards or what they hear, someone who's married, like a celebrity who's married and what she did. So then that becomes their standards. I remember when what's the singer? Summers, y'all know I don't know none of the young people. Thank you. I'm 40. I'm sorry. So her song with her collab with Sierra's Prayer, everybody was posting about it and running to, yes, finally she told us her secret, what she prayed to get that man. I'm like, and I appreciated the song. I thought it was very genuine. But that ain't gonna be your stand. That's not gonna work for you. Like, so you know what I'm saying? So Daniece, tell us about like women and our standards. You know, what sets us apart?
Setting the standards is setting the tone from the relationship at the beginning. And like you were saying, that would be different for any of us. You know, your morals, your values, your core values. Mommy duty. I'm sorry. Okay, no. So it just basically, you know, you telling the other person your expectations, what it is that you're looking for, what it is that you won't put up with. So that's pretty much, you know, you don't want to set the standards too low, but you don't want to also set them. You don't want to be like in the sky high either. Like I, you know some people that it has to be this certain way, you know, in order for them to go on a date with this person. So, you know, you just pretty much want to have those deal breakers. The standards is the deal breakers, the must-haves. So it stops from a lot of you know, pain or time being wasted, because you know off rip, you know, that okay, well, this person doesn't want this. Like, you know, I have to be with somebody that, you know, loves the Lord, you know, so I wouldn't get with someone that is, you know, that's not you know, doing that. So that's pretty much, you know, where I come from with it, you know, just your expectations and what you will and won't allow throughout the relationship. So standards are very, very important.
Absolutely. Agreed. I definitely agree with that. That is so good. And I think with standards, in terms of how we set them, is not enough. That's just part one. That's the prerequisite. You have to then enforce them. Like, you can't say
you have to
enforce. You can't say I have these standards, and then the minute you are up against those standards, you're flexible. That's why they're standards. They're non-negotiable. You can't.
Thank you.
You can't be flexible.
Yeah.
Meiaka, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, sis, back me up.
Like that's 100. Because the thing is, you can make your mouth say anything, but will your actions prove where you really stand? So if you really want someone to honor and that respect that which you say, that you stand for, then you have to stand for it. You have to stand for your standard.
Come on, y'all. There, stand for your standard. Okay, that is so good. Because like you said, if we are communicating on, you know, our first date, well, I really don't want, you know, someone who texts me all the time, and then the only way he's communicating is through text. Like, don't respond. I made it clear I want you to call sometimes. Like, that's where you enforce those standards, or he's just not the one for you. And it's okay. And in the same way, like my sister said, Daniece, don't have these unrealistic expectations up here. Don't require what you don't deliver. You can't require what you don't even offer. So you got to make sure that your standards are, you know what I'm saying? Like,
realistic.
Okay. Cameryn, talk to us about standards and the standards we set.
Yeah, I mean, you took the word right out of out of my mouth. Like, standards for me equal my non-negotiables. Like, here is what I will not do.
Right.
Exactly.
You know, and I can't really put a name to what I will do, but I can definitely tell you what I will not do. Because at the end of the day, yes, I am an open-minded person. Mm-hmm. Yes, I am free-spirited. But there are some lines I will definitely not cross. And you can try me, but I promise you that'll be your last time. Like, I'm out. I'm out. Like, I don't need no, here's the thing. Like, I think we as women spend too much of our energy trying to convince people with our words. No, absolutely not. You set the tone with your words one time, you follow up with your behavior.
Yes.
And that's it.
Consistently.
And yeah, and like Natima said, if he's not the one for you, he's not the one. Because guess what? I promise you, there are so many more out there.
Right. Exactly, sis. And here's a little secret I'm gonna share. Like, this is something I had to learn the hard way. Y'all know I love telling on myself. I'm super transparent.
We appreciate it.
When you don't enforce your standards, but you done talk the big game, you know what I'm saying? Like, well, I want this and I want that, and then you don't enforce your standards, he's now not taking you seriously because you don't take yourself seriously. So anything you say from that moment forward, it's literally like, whatever, because you did not show him how you value yourself. Your value shows up in your standards because he don't know you yet. So he hasn't observed behaviors. He hasn't seen habits. He hasn't learned anything about you. So when you show up in that first conversation, and not that you have to like lay out your standards like a list, sis, don't do that. That's tacky. But as you're conversing and as you're exchanging, he needs to hear it, not just in what you say, but in how you behave. Yes. If you are not exhibiting your standards, saying them is a waste of time. It's literally like it's lip service. But if you say, I need to be treated like a woman, I need to be respected like a woman, and he does something disrespectful, that's when you call it out. Like, that's not, I'm not comfortable with that. That's not okay with me. And again, if you come off as, you know, you think you better or whatever, there's a lot of low-hanging fruit out there, bro. Go help yourself. Right. But I am a queen. I know that, and I'm operating as that.
Right. And Natima, just to piggyback on that, you know, we as women have to also be very cognizant of their standards, because if you listen, they can say a lot of things too, you know? And so it's like, okay, well, he said this, but he's doing this. Okay. Mental health. Yeah. It goes both ways.
It really does. And we can't confuse like standards with desires or wants or expectations, because some of that is not even realistic. Some of our expectations is influenced by media. It's influenced by our friends. It's influenced by, you know, so many different outlets of information. And then all of a sudden we adopt that and we say, oh, I want that too. And you miss out on somebody really amazing because that expectation is not realistic. No one's coming to buy you a Lamborghini truck. That's not real relationships.
They're not signing up for that.
That monetary exchange and let me outgift you for social media, that's not real, because those very same people are struggling with loyalty. They're struggling with infidelity. They're struggling with respect. They're struggling with emasculating the men they're with. So yeah, they're getting all of these lavish gifts, but do they have a real foundation in the relationship?
That part.
Right. Absolutely.
No. Yeah. So our comments is popping, y'all. Our comments are popping. I'm watching this like, so let's see who's in the DBDS family tonight. Meiaka, you ready to read some comments with me? Like, let's check out what the people talk about.
Absolutely. Come through.
Let's go.
Oh, Mimi Turner says amen.
Yes, Mimi.
So from your perspective, what is the difference between your preference and your standards?
That's a good question.
It is.
That's a good question. Ladies, y'all want to pause real quick in the comments and answer that, and we'll go back to the comments?
Absolutely.
Y'all want to jump into that? All right. Nika, you look, I saw the hair. You got something to say. I saw the, come on.
Well, like, so to me, a preference is, so I love giving examples, right? So a preference is, I would prefer, like, because I love eating, y'all. I'm a foodie. For you, y'all that didn't know. So I prefer to have my appetizer before I have my meal. But see, there are some people that prefer to have their desserts before they have their greens.
Right.
That's a preference. That means that I can put things in any certain order, but as long as I get the meal that I want, it doesn't matter.
I ain't throwing no food tonight.
But the standard comes down to if I am going to deal with 5-star restaurant versus Fazoli's, because Fazoli's has the same thing. But the quality of what I want is non-negotiable.
Come on, Teach. Come on.
So to me, that is an example of the difference between your preferences and your standard.
Sis, that is so good. Yeah. That is so good.
Thank you.
What about you? Like, what's your response to that difference between preference and standards?
She nailed it. I prefer to eat a salad before I eat my main course meal. Standard wise, standard, for me, has more to do with a person's essence, like who they are in the world, how they move in the world, and how they move around people, who they consider to be in their inner circle and who they don't prefer, who's not in their inner circle. Because at the end of the day, we are different with different people. Yeah. Based on our standards. Not everybody gets to know the core of who we are. Not everybody is worthy of that.
Right. Yeah. And I'll just jump in and then come to you, sis Daniece, but I always think of everything from my work because I spend most of my time at work, but I work in HR, and when we post a job, when we have to post a new role, new requisition, there are qualifications required, and then there are qualifications preferred. Right. So to me, my standards are, these are my qualifications in terms of how you treat me, how we engage, what's going on in your personal life. You can't have no boo and trying to get at me too. That's a standard. Right. You can't slide in my DM if you got a whole girlfriend. Period. What I prefer is me a chocolate man. Hello, Morpheus, with your fine self. Hi, boo. Sorry, y'all know I gotta shout out my love every time. That's my preference. I prefer a chocolate man. Right. But if my king came in my complexion or caramel complexion, I'm gonna receive the king that I set the standard for. Absolutely. But my preference is
that's good.
It's dark, gorgeous chocolate like I got. So that's for me. Those are my standards and preferences. How about you, Daniece? Jump on in.
I mean, y'all broke it all the way down. I mean, y'all broke it all the way down. But I would say for me, standards would be like you were saying, the bare minimum. You have to have these. These are the deal breakers. And then the preference, like you were saying, is I'll bend a little bit, or, it doesn't have to be exactly this way. But, I'll take it anyway, because they meet the qualifications, like you were saying, the bare minimum of what I need in this relationship. So, like I was saying, it's just, we have to, be able to compromise, bend a little, try, I know we're going to get on that topic later, but just trying new things and just being open. So that's pretty much it.
I love what you said, though, sis, because you said what I need in the relationship. Right. Yes. We be listing all of our wants, needs never even make it to the list of standards because we done listed what we want. That's a preference.
Needs
right.
and wants.
What you want goes on the preference list. What you need goes on the standards list. That's good, ladies.
Yes.
Good. Meiaka, I think we got much more comments. Let's jump back into the comments.
Okay, y'all. So Mimi Turner says that's what you have to be the teacher. That's why you have to be the teacher. You can't expect someone to treat you opposite of what you've taught them.
Ooh, come on.
I'm gonna say that one more time for the people in the back. You can't expect someone to treat you opposite of what you have taught them. If you show them that disrespect and its inconsistency is negotiable.
Come on, sis.
Absolutely.
Come on, Mimi.
Oh my gosh. Listen, y'all. Okay, we got something else. All right, let's move on.
Yes.
No, sis, you got a comment for that. We gotta hear the because we heard that in there. We gotta get that out. What was that? I want to know.
Huh? No, I mean, yeah, that's true, man. Yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
words, words, I don't know. They don't hold a lot of weight for me these days.
Yeah.
And as you read this next one, you'll see. I mean, that's religion right there.
But Meiaka, go ahead. I wanted to hear what you had to say because that squeal, I wanted to know what all of that was carrying.
Listen, well, I kind of lost it because I was like, I know we gotta move on.
Right. Okay, well, if it come back, please holler because I want to know. That thing looked like it was good. But go ahead, we got another comment.
Well, Big Mama used to say, "I'm gonna show you better than I could tell you."
That part.
Big Mama never wrong.
Facts.
That part.
Then we get upset that this is going on, but you've shown through your actions of accepting the mediocrity that this is fine, and I've taught you that it's okay.
Seriously.
Okay, Mimi. See, that's why. Listen, that's what my family calls me. So we right here. So she said, one can't do what you don't allow.
Right.
Stand on your standards. It's facts. Y'all are really on it, ladies.
Thank
you. Oh my goodness.
Love Mimi. Thank you.
Mimi is killing the game. Listen, I remember what I was going to say now. Real quick. So I was going to say is that integrity is everything. And I remember I was dealing with a gentleman and I told him, if you can't do something, that's fine. But what I need you to do is convey that.
Right.
Because I'm going to go according to what you tell me. I'm only going to expect from you that which we have agreed upon or that which you have said.
Mm-hmm.
So I expect for you to do what you said. And if you can't, then I expect for you to convey that
exactly
in a timely manner. I'm just saying.
Look.
It ain't business, it's personal and business.
Right. Okay. Like it's personal and business. These are terms and conditions.
I'm just saying.
Like where you at? Where you at? And I know we got to move on because we got so much more to cover, but I just wanted to make a comment about standards, just to balance the scales, right? Because we talked about women setting standards, enforcing standards, understanding preferences versus standards. But let's talk about when you're setting unrealistic expectations that you kind of smudge as standards. That's an expectation, not a standard. And so I really just wanted to take a minute to help the ladies out. If you're out there dating, you have to literally understand how your standards serve you in the relationship and in the dating pool. If you just have a bunch of expectations, there are men who will meet those expectations to get what they want and then they roll in out. They ain't sticking around because your expectation was, you have to pay all this money on our first date and you got to give me money to get my nails done. And I expect to be taken care of. And I expect to be with a man that does these things. Since you can expect that all you want to. Because again, if you're worth the time, he'll give you what you expect until he's done. And then he's bored and he's like, there's nothing there. But when you represent yourself through standards and you say, these are just the things that I desire for someone I want to build with. That's about dating with purpose. Expectations are for people who don't expect more than what they're getting in that moment. Standard says, I'm going to carry this through dating into the marriage and beyond. And so I just wanted to share that there has to be the balance. Like, don't confuse expectations with standards. Like,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was so good, sis. That was
Thank
so
you, sis.
good.
Yeah.
You're
I had to
welcome.
learn that the hard way too.
Okay.
Y'all
But
know
that's why we need to learn from one another. Like,
that part.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Y'all
if
know I
somebody else
learned
can
my
pick up
example.
what you just put down, they won't have to deal with the heartbreak that's ahead if they can avoid. Yeah, they can
Seriously.
absolutely avoid that. But
Seriously.
listen, we got a comment that's been up. Says, do people have unrealistic standards based on past hurt relationships?
Ooh.
They do.
Yeah,
Mm.
absolutely.
Ooh. That
Yeah,
question got me stuck. Like,
yeah, they do.
Yeah.
And you have to be so careful not to get stuck in that place.
right.
Just because of your last situationship, relationship, whatever you want to call it, because sometimes
Right.
we commit to things that never had a commitment. But that's
Mm.
another thing.
Ooh, you gotta write that one down, sis.
Yes, but sometimes we do. And so if you've had an issue with his mom, in that situation, you may say, you know what, the next time I connect with somebody, I'm not dealing with his mama.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
that becomes an issue. And so until we learn how to heal from where
Right.
we are, we'll distort everything else in moving forward.
Right.
Absolutely.
Wow, sis, that's good.
Thank you.
That is good.
Listen, somebody does sorry, I don't see the name, but it says make sure your standards are reality and not keep you from your blessing.
That part.
Absolutely. And yes, men have standards. Just make sure his actions exceed his words.
That's
I
good.
like that word, exceeds.
I
Yes.
like that too. That's a great word.
Mimi comes back. Listen, she's a heavy hitter, y'all.
Love it.
Yes.
This kind of hits back on a previous topic here on DBDS. You must have a moral code. Those are usually tied into your standards.
Yeah.
Those are non-negotiable.
That. That.
Facts. Ron says, I think most people have somewhat realistic realistic standards, but the Lizzo types tend to have the most unrealistic standards. Did we just bring
He just brought Lizzo into this. What?
Lizzo?
Listen. Listen. But you know what, Ron? One thing.
Oh, did y'all see how she stopped when she saw Bay's name?
Y'all see how I did?
For you all that did not know, she has a husband. Okay, so Bay showed up. She was.
I stopped. He stopped me dead. That's he do it every time.
Listen,
every time.
Bro says, "Nah, Tima, you said
no light skins.
No light skins.
No, I did. Yeah, I just.
Woo, let's go.
Yes, Mimi, let's go, Mimi. But I wanted to comment something the gentleman said. I don't remember his name. Ron. He made such a good point, and much love to Lizzo. We definitely love her, but he said the Lizzo types have unrealistic expectations. One thing I've learned just observing myself, my friends, and I actually heard this a couple of years ago, that you date at the level of your self-esteem. And so your standards are going to be set by how you feel about yourself. So if you don't feel any value, and I said this earlier, your value and your self-worth shows up in your standards, not in your expectations, not in your wants or your preferences. It's in your standards, because your own value. It's like, no, I'm not dealing with this, or I'm not going to be this way. Because that's another thing. When you are intentional in trying to build something worthy or trying to build something with a person, you're going to check yourself about the standards you should set. Like, I'm not going to let this person see me act this kind of way about something like this. Like, I know for me, when Morpheus and I first started dating, there were just certain things I just wouldn't allow from myself. It's not about being a representative or being phony. It's simply, these are my standards. He needs to see who I am in these ways. He don't get to see some of this other stuff yet. Because that's just not, I don't want him. We're not having sleepovers. You're not bringing the spend a night bag already. Because my standard says that's a no for me. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But we got so much other good topics. I think we have a commercial break, sis.
Yes, we do. Yes.
And we're going to be right back.
Right back, y'all.
So many people are calling for police reform. And so because they're calling for police reform, they may not understand that there are many organizations who are already responding.
And I feel like you have to really get to know people, see if they share the same core values as you before you get involved with them.
I want to ask a question as to how we got to this place right here where mask wearing, where COVID-19, where public health is all politicized. I really want you all to think about this. How did we get to this particular point?
It's really a nice balance when femininity and masculinity can mix together and just create this awesome, experience.
Are you single? Do you know about DBDSsingles.com? Are you ready to meet a quality man or classy woman? The DBDS brothers want you to know that love and loyalty still exists. So if you're ready to meet relationship-ready people, sign up today at DBDSsingles.com. Let's make love and loyalty dope again.
Yes, I'm here for that. Let's make love and loyalty dope again. I need to get that on the shirt. I need that on the shirt. Man, we got shirts. Like, we need to get that on the tee.
I'm just saying.
Make love relationships dope again. Sis, I think we're ready for that next topic.
Okay. All right. So let us move on.
Yes.
I think the second topic. Sorry, y'all. Okay. So the next is about. There we go.
Yes.
Mysterious.
Yes. Be mysterious. What does that even mean? Like, Daniece, I'm coming to you first. I see you shaking your head, sis. Sis, like, yes, I got something on this. What does that even mean? Like, what does that look like being mysterious?
I think being mysterious is not doing too much, but not doing too little. Just giving just enough, not overdoing it, not over talking. And that could even be with your clothing, as an example. You don't want to put it all out there. Leave something to, the imagination, be mysterious that way. Or in your conversation, you don't have to opt to give so much information, like over talking, over sharing. But you don't want to be so mysterious to where it looks like, you're playing games or you're not interested. Because I remember, dating back in the day, I would, have a guy tell me, oh, well, I didn't think you were really that interested. So you don't want to be like, so mysterious to where it's like, oh, well, she's not interested in me, So, but being mysterious is just like playful, have fun, loosen up. Don't go off the schedule sometimes, everything don't have to be planned, just have some surprises, just live a little bit. So
yeah,
that's what mysterious means for me.
Yes. I love what you said about the clothing. That's the one for me. I'm sitting here working on my nice way to say that, so I'm gonna come over to you, Cameryn, because I got to get myself together first. I promise no. I wasn't cutting nobody tonight.
Come on, you already told them we got physical therapy for them. I think that'd be all right. A little cut.
Listen,
absolutely. I like to think of being mysterious as there are levels to you. And not everyone, I'm going to go back to it again. Not everybody is worthy of knowing every level of you.
Yeah.
They're just not. I mean, you know, like Carl has a saying, but in essence, it's like you're interviewing a potential life partner, husband,
right,
father,
right,
you know, basically your co-partner in life to build something.
Right.
You can't build with everybody.
Come on, sis. Please let them know. Come on.
You can't build with everybody. Everybody is not able. They're not capable.
Right.
So, you know, being mysterious is, yeah, you know, Daniece hit it, like, leave something to the imagination.
Mm-hmm.
Don't put it all out there. I mean, I like mystery too. I like a man who's a little mysterious.
Come on.
Doesn't have to just be about me. Like, I want to learn about you.
Right. That's why you have these serial daters out here, because they you know what I'm saying, they know everything about the person by the third date. They done, you know what I'm saying, smashed by the third date. Oh, I'm sorry, Mel. Can I say that on here? Y'all know I'm too raw sometimes. I want to be peaceful. The person that had all of these, you know, sessions with you by date number 3, and they're bored because it's like, oh, there's nothing to learn. To me, that mystery, and wow, tonight I learned about her childhood. I can't wait to our next conversation. I'm going to learn more, you know, about her later. But when he can just check out your social media page and learn everything about you. You know what I'm saying? What you like, what you don't like, how you like to you know what I'm saying, be pleased or whatever. I'm trying to keep it clean on here. We put everything on social media, including our ass. So it's like, what is there to you for him to really dive into getting to know you? And again, I'm not trying to comfort anybody. I'm literally trying to help, because
this is help. I was gonna say, yeah, this is help.
Go ahead, sis.
No, I was just gonna say this is help.
That's all I want to do. You know what I mean? I just really want to help, because there's so many amazing women, dope women being overlooked because they're taking cues from social media, from reality TV, from celebrities who cannot keep their marriages together. Right. And then you're wondering why you're still by yourself, because you cannot say that you want to be treated and respected as a queen, but your whole social media page is thotty superhero vibes or hot girl summer vibes. Like, or even this whole bad bitch thing, that you can't, a bad bitch and a queen cannot coexist in the same energy. It cannot happen. I don't care who's lying to you. I'm here to tell you. Tima said it can't happen. You cannot operate in both, you know what I'm saying, both places. Now, if you are the type that enjoy yourself and want to turn up, that's cool. But there needs to be balance. That can't be all you do. Not all your pictures is you turning up, smoking hookah, Hennessy bottles, got a fifth, but you want to be respected and taken seriously. You want to be treated like Michelle, but you out here acting like I ain't gonna pick on nobody y'all love. Never mind.
Right.
Never mind.
But you know, but listen. You know, at the end of the day, if you think about it, do you see Bentley commercials on TV?
Not a one.
Come on.
Do you see commercials for Ferrari on TV?
Mm-mm.
No, but you see plenty of Kia, Toyotas, Hondas. So when we talk about social media, all you're doing is that's your brand.
That's your brand.
That's your brand. So what does your brand say about you? Because trust and believe, you can't switch that off. I'm sorry, you just can't. There's got to be some truth to that brand. On some level.
Hello. Get them together, sis. Get them all the way together. Because I'm telling y'all, I work in tech. There's no such thing as delete. Nothing gets deleted off the internet. It's archived. There is no delete. The cloud holds everything. So you think, you know, because 6 months ago, 5 months ago, that was the space you were in, that was the energy you're in. But now you realize it's not getting the type of attention. You just attracting our capital F boys. You just attracting the dudes that don't want to take you seriously. So now you want to try to switch up your image socially. They're still going to see all of that other stuff, those videos, those pictures, they're still out there. You cannot take ass first videos and expect to be treated brain first, heart first, face first. You can't. If your ass is what you label, so your ass is what they're responding to. Absolutely. And again, I'm not out here like I'm better than nobody. I listen, I'm face card valid all day because I'm still working on my body. But at the end of the day, you can't find out one video or picture of me with my ass first, because that's not where I place my value. What's between my ears is greater than what's between my legs. We all got that. That is not going to set you apart from anybody. That's not going to make anyone stick with you. It's your essence, your virtue, your character, your personality, that energy. Invest in those things. And then when you invest in them, don't give it to everybody. Make them earn it. Why do you deserve to see those parts of me? And I'm not even just talking naked you. I mean, transparent you. Not everybody even deserves that. Right. Save some of that for someone worthy who's really pursuing to get to know you in those ways. And I'm done.
Meiaka? That was so good, like so yummy. Listen, if you all are watching the replay, y'all can just pause and just have a Selah moment on that one. Come back when you get a minute, once you're complete. But please, listen, I just want to say for you live viewers, we love all of y'all. We love all of y'all. So really I just wanted to say that, for me, about being mysterious, I have a synopsis, but I'm gonna say this first is, a man wants to know that you're a queen, not just surface value. What I mean by that is not just whenever you're with him, because people definitely know how to be poised and carry themselves when they're around him. But then he wants to know that there's security in you being a queen when he's not around. Right. Yeah. When he's not around. So
that's so good.
Thank you.
That was a whole. That's a word. That's another show topic.
That's another one. Oh, okay.
That's another one.
Yeah. So good.
Well, like I was thinking about, like we had already kind of talked about, like the interview process. You should almost look at yourself at, just like you have many rooms in your house. When you have someone when they first come into your space, they're considered a guest. Ooh. So you don't take your guest straight into the kitchen. You don't take them straight into the cookie jars. You greet them at the front door. Hello. Yes. And you ask them, would you like something to drink? You cater to them in that facet. You don't take them to your laundry.
Come on.
You have them seated in the living room. So you should have living room conversations, not walking them to the bedroom conversations, because we need to make sure that you even qualify for me to offer you to even go past the bed.
Yes.
Yeah, because so like we need to just slow it down a little bit. Slow it down. As and as Miss Cameryn has said, like some people are not even worth all that. I literally just had a gentleman the other day that wanted to. He had given me his number, and I'm just like, so what was this for? And so he's like, well, he wanted my number and that type of thing. And I'm upfront. So, I mean, what are your intentions?
Right.
And he was like, I mean, I like your post on Facebook. I mean, but that has nothing to do with any means outside of Facebook. What is your intentions?
Right.
You know, like, so we have to make sure that we're positioning ourselves to guard certain elements, because there's no sense of me even going past here unless I know that there's some quality, some substance to where this is going.
That part. That part.
No. So
that part. Like you said, we're promoting the wrong things. We're focusing on the wrong things to grab attention. Because, I mean, you might get likes and hearts, but you can't use them outside of Facebook and Instagram. What you going to do with them in the real world? You can't use none of that in the real world.
Real life.
Like, none of it. And I know that there are a lot of women making real money off of, you know what I'm saying, Insta fame and all of those other things. But those are the same chicks who are usually single in the club promoting the club. I said what I said. Like, let's just keep it real. You know what I'm saying? Those very same women that, you know, those baddies tend to clown or have an opinion on, those are usually the women who are married. And then the ones who have invested all of this in this appearance and getting all of this love through what they look like and what they display on social media, I promise you, 9 times out of 10, they're single. And so I'm not saying a man validates you and makes you who you are, but if that's your goal, if, you know, finding a mate that's going to respect you and take you seriously and adore you and feel confident that the rest of the world hasn't seen what he should only be the one seeing.
Absolutely.
Right.
Like, you can't get mad if that's his standard. If his standard is that, like, I got homeboys that will meet a young lady, the first thing they do is Google her. I need to see her social media pages. I need to see what website she's on, because I need to know she's somebody worth investing my time, my energy, my resources, my coins. Is she going to be worth it? Because they don't want someone that the whole world has seen. So, you know what I mean? Like, again,
absolutely.
I'm not the authority on this, but I'm just sharing what I've experienced, whether it was me or friends. I have a girlfriend. She asked me, she's like, Natima, why does all the men you date, this is prior to I fell in love, this prior to my boo thing. She said, why do all the men you date immediately want to enter a relationship with you? They immediately want to wife you. And I was just like, it's how I carry myself.
Right.
I am advertising, you know what I'm saying, that standard of woman. Like, you can't date and play with me. No. You'll play yourself. Like, you're not, you know what I'm saying? I'm just not here for it. So yeah. You have to be mysterious in that. Reserve some of that for someone who's worthy, as Cameryn said.
Yes, because I got no time for fake ones. Just
right, that old school moment. We just had an old school moment.
I'm just saying,
absolutely.
I felt little Kim a little bit.
Absolutely. And right quick, can we just put a little footnote on it that quantity does not mean quality. A bench does not equal claim.
Dang, that was fire, sis.
I'm done.
You sipped on that.
Drink my water and mind my business.
Let's go. Let's go. Oh my gosh.
I'm here for it.
Daniece, before we jump to comments, anything else you want to add on this subject?
Oh man, y'all are, somebody might be hurt. Somebody might be hurt in the comments. That's all I got to say. But take it in love.
Absolutely.
What's being said, take it in love, because honestly, we all had to hear it at one point, So don't advertise yourself in that way. How basically how you want to be treated, how you want men to come to you. Show them you're smart. It's okay to show them, other sides of you besides, the assets, so because like you said, Natima, we all have it, pretty much, most of us.
Most of us.
Most of us have that. So you do want to, be set apart, let him see that it's something, more to you than those things. So y'all on it though.
Listen, that's good. That's good. So Meiaka, I think we got some comments, see what the folks talking about. They in the building tonight.
My brother Morpheus says, People tend to complain about their dating experiences, never realizing that your relationships with others are often just a reflection of the relationship you have with yourself. People keep trying to fix men or fix women, but the only thing that's broken is them.
Woo! Dang, that's good.
That was really good. Mimi says, Meiaka, that ish works both ways.
Fact.
Yes, ma'am. You ask them would they like to come in and then escort them to have a conversation in the living room.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right this way.
Listen, and can I say, like, even if you feel like you have gone too far, because I know we've been talking about people just like in the beginning, you can always hit reset with the current relationship. You can always reestablish standards, reestablish boundaries.
Yes.
I want you to tell your people that Meiaka said that you could. I want you to tell yourself that I said I'm giving you permission to tell you that you can reset it at any given point in time. Right. You can.
That's right.
They can. Amen.
They can.
Okay. So
it's called growth.
Carl says promoting the wrong asset will cause you to be viewed as a liability.
Facts. Yep. Facts.
Yep. He also states we don't someone who, what do you want? We don't want someone who everyone has seen.
Right.
That's facts.
Mm-hmm. My brother Morpheus comes back with some people don't know what's in their own house. A man wants not only that a whole bunch of the other men don't know you intimately, but that you know yourself intimately and that you know the rooms of your house well.
That's so good.
Ooh, that's good.
So good.
Mimi says yes, Carl.
Yeah, shout out to Carl.
That was so good what bro said.
Yeah, like just that be mysterious part, that part right there. Like that's gonna help so many who are trying to date with purpose and get noticed by someone of value or get noticed for their value. Be mysterious. Like that's period. Be mysterious.
Listen, period. And if you have not had anybody to come along that shows value, you know, because sometimes I know you might feel like, you know, things been a little dry, my phone dry, ain't nobody been trying to holler. Right. Well, it's not that nobody is paying attention. It's just like on Facebook. Just because people don't like, respond, react, comment on a post does not mean that what you said, what you put out there was not value and not true. You just don't have a lot of people that have the gall. They don't have it within them to go ahead and respond to that which is really good and true. That's all it is.
That's all it is. That's good, sis. That is good. And we still got 2 more topics to tackle. Listen, because you know we can talk about this all day, but we want to give the folks a few more things to consider. And so we're going to move into our next topic.
Okay. Well, the next topic is lose your list.
Get rid of it. Get rid of the list. Get rid of the list. Oh my gosh. Get rid of the list. So how many, okay, real quick, out of the 4 of us, how many of you used to have a list? I used to have a list.
I used to have a list.
Okay. So we've all been there. So DBDS family, this is literally from experience that we're about to help y'all out. Because it's not like we was on some, get rid of your list. Because no. We had a list and we can prove it didn't work. It didn't work. So Cameryn, why should the ladies let go, and the fellas, why should they just let go of these lists? Why should they just burn them?
Well, you know, I'll give you an example of what made me lose my list. Because for the most part, my list came from my parents. Watching and hearing that, you know, those preferences that were based on their individual, who they were as people. not me. So, prior to, being engaged and getting married, I was out there in the dating world, on the dating scene with that list. But I was like, but this doesn't fit. This doesn't feel right for me. So you know what? No more list. I'm out. And honestly, my when I was out there based on what I preferred, what my standards were, and how I've moved very consistently, I mean, dating has always been fun to me. It was fun before I got married. It was fun after my divorce. And, I've always had that mindset. Dating is fun. But because I'm out there, or I have been out there without a list, like, oh, he's got to do A through Z, double Z. Sometimes your list can, really dig a hole for you.
Right. Right.
There's no way coming out of it. And you wonder why you can't meet anyone nice. Well, you're not being open-minded.
Right.
You're stuck to this list. You're focused on this list.
Yeah.
And your standards are gonna shift or are gonna sift
who
doesn't need to be in your space out.
Right.
Your standards will do that for you. You don't need the list.
Absolutely. No, I agree completely. I just want to clarify that what we're referring to as the list is not the standards. That's not a list. That is an innate, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, your standards is literally how you engage. Like, that is not a part of the list. The list is those things that women say, he got to be 6 feet tall. He has to, have 3 degrees. He has to make 6 figures. He has to, be from New York. Like, that's what we mean by list. Get rid of that, because when you create the list, if you're someone who's constantly growing and it's your goal to mature and to be better every day, what's the trend? Being my best self. If that's what you're pursuing, the list that you made 6 months ago is probably going to be different.
Absolutely.
Because you're going to realize none of the mess on that list even matters when it comes to building a real relationship. None of those things matter when it comes to building something sustainable. So if you write this list, you're boxing yourself in. You're boxing yourself in, not the world. You're doing it to yourself, because one is going to make you rigid. So you're going to be dating like, okay, does he have this? Nope. And you're going to pass him up. And he's probably a super dope dude, but because he wasn't all these things that you had listed, you're going to miss out on him. You're going to miss out on the man that could literally be your forever. And I'm again speaking. We had a list. I had a list. I actually met my list man, the old list that I used to have.
Tell us about it.
I met my list man, dated for a long time, had a child together. The worst human being I ever met. He was nothing that I needed intrinsically, emotionally, energetically. But because my head was stuck in what I needed materialistically, financially, I needed the security, I needed the looks. He had to be affluent, he had to be successful. And he was all of those things, ladies. Bruh is still successful, but he's still also damaged. He got a lot of issues, and I'm not trying to come for him. I'm speaking honestly. Like, not somebody I would date in the space that I'm in now, after having grown, healed, matured. You know what I'm saying? Set new standards for myself. I wouldn't even have looked at him twice. And think about this. If people show their character on the outside, not just what they look like, their actual character was what you saw first. Would you even date half the people you've dated? Would you even look at some of the men out here? Probably not.
Yeah,
I just want to clear what the list is and why you should get rid of it. Absolutely. So, yeah. Danielle, you shaking your head. Whenever you shaking your head, I'm like, I know she got something to say.
Listen, we want to hear from you, Miss Gilbert.
I mean, Natima was, spot on. You could possibly miss a good guy because you have this list, and usually the list is superficial. Like you were saying, it's usually, oh, he got to be this height. Like I got a homegirl that if he's not 6 foot, over 6 foot, she's not gonna date him. And you could literally possibly miss your husband or a really, really good guy, and then you're dating. Some people have it so bad they have to date, like some guys have to date, a girl with a big butt, and so you're dating the same person over and over, and you're not open to trying, to meet somebody. You're judging them before you even get to know them.
Wow.
So you don't know, possibly this person could be the best person you've ever met, but because they didn't fit this list of superficial things, your wants, what you want or you see or what you see yourself with, and that's just in life in general. God has a funny way of, you think your life or whatever is going to be this way and not even realizing it's not going to happen. Now, like Natima was saying, you can have that list of, like, the standards and the things that you really kind of want, but don't make it superficial. Right. Because that's usually, like you were saying, what it is. There's nothing wrong with wanting a provider or, things like that. But, most times, like we were saying, it's usually something, superficial. But I also wanted to say, just open your mind, and there's possibilities, and you don't want to cut out that could be that guy because he's just not on your list, and the list is what you made up, is, don't miss out. You're missing out because that list, is small. So who can fit in that list? The possibilities of meeting that list and the people in that list is going to be, you're really cutting out half of the dating field. So don't do that.
No, that's fact. That is so good. That is so good, sis. Like you said about the superficial thing, like you want a man that makes 6 figures, but you could get a provider who makes 80,000 and he could probably manage his money better than the dude who makes the 6 figures. So now you don't, you know what I'm saying, taking on this guy, he can't provide because he's terrible with money. But the dude who makes 80 is excellent at managing money, and he makes that 80 stretch like 150. So again, the list. Meiaka, I see your face.
Listen, and I've been over here writing notes. So you all have pretty much nailed it for me when it comes to losing your list. But I'm gonna be the auntie today that says not only lose your list, but lose the script that came along with the list. Because sometimes we'll say, okay, well, I won't go by the list, but then there's a default where you keep saying the same things over and over. This is, when somebody comes to you, it's always, well, you know what, I'm not, whatever that particular line is that you've been like, update that. Update it, say it out loud to you. So because sometimes we don't even realize, and I know if you've been watching DBDS, then you already know that I'm super introspective. So there's been things that you have been saying to yourself, and there's a belief system that you have been believing. And if you don't go through you and make sure that you get the weeds out of your garden, they're going to choke out your flowers. So you don't want that. Just like be surpriseable. Be surprised. Like understand that you may have had a list, but there is somebody that can absolutely supersede your expectations of what a man can deliver. I want you to know that it's so
good. Yes.
It is so possible for somebody to supersede. So like, because listen, I'm somebody who struggled with perfectionism. Okay. So I'm telling you, like, it's just certain things that just have to be like this and like this and like this. And I'm like, my house has to be to a certain position for me to even leave. Okay, so that means I have to get up early Because if certain things ain't in place, and I'm not smelling that. Listen, if I'm not smelling the smell good got to be in place. We got to change. We got to change. Right, so I'm just saying, like, I understand about wanting things to be a certain way, but just understand that there really are people that, like, God, I'm telling you, God will cause people to blow your mind, and you be like, I never even thought that this was possible. I never even knew that I could have a connection like this.
Listen,
like this.
Listen. That's so real, sis. Oh, that's good. And these comments over here popping.
Oh, come on,
they like this one. They like this topic. Let's get into some of these.
Carl says, mysterious is a natural feminine trait.
Right. Right.
Mimi says, list simply means that once you've checked off everything that's a preference, you tend to leave off your standards when you list things.
Mimi, come on, sis.
We're about to get you on the phone.
Okay, I was just ready to say, panelists, let's go. Like,
right. No one is perfect. Your list can make you miss your blessing. That is so good. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Morpheus says, I need one of them hoodies, Miss Cameryn.
I'll let Miss Tima know.
Yeah. Hey,
Daniece says, hey, listen, miss you, girly. So I guess I was wrong for not talking to that guy that had a big mole on his face.
Listen, if doctors could give girls booties, doctors could take that mole away. Stop playing. Stop playing.
Listen, you better fall in love with that mole, that man treating you good.
Right.
You can get one without the mole that can be raggedy. But anyway, I wish the best for you, sis. I wish the best.
We miss you, Denise.
Yes. Why don't the sisters give the short dudes a chance? Oh, I love Kevin Hart.
I'm done with you. I'm done.
I think a lot of girls feel awkward when,
if they're taller.
They're so much taller. Yeah, can't wear heels. I think they feel kind of awkward.
Yeah. Aw.
Listen, we ain't got too much.
We know what to say there.
Listen, Carl says the list shrinks your dating pool.
It really does.
It really does. Also keeps you dating the same person in a
different body. Ooh, that's good.
Absolutely.
Daniece says, yes, get them weeds out.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I will take a man that has 7 out of 10 on my list. Still got that list.
Right. Denise ain't letting go of that list. I don't care what y'all say. This list.
Yeah. You become rigid with a list. You become unapproachable.
Yes.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely.
Morpheus says, no matter how you slice it, a physical thing can't fill a spiritual space.
Ooh.
No.
Come on, sir.
No.
Talk.
You can't have prom date standards and expect soulmate results.
Come on. Wrap it up. Yes.
Listen, that deserves.
Let you shouting, sis. I see you shouting.
Yes.
You shouting. What? That was a whole word.
Listen, y'all don't know when to give them praise. Y'all just don't know.
Yes.
Denise said, nope, just couldn't.
We understand. Yes.
We praying. We are praying.
Right. We're gonna listen. We're gonna pray on that list.
Absolutely.
She laughing.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But you know what? I got a little secret for y'all ladies. If you get rid of your list and open up to whatever God, the universe, I don't know what you subscribe to, whatever he sends, I promise you're going to look up and half the people that is for you is sitting in your friend zone. Hey, Tima said, check your friend zone because you done had all these lists, met all these amazing men, but because they wasn't your list man, you stuck them in the friend zone and they dope. They awesome. They know how to treat you. They know how to respect you and love you and adore you. They the ones that you call when the fool that you dating then messed up again. So get rid of them. I'm telling y'all that listen.
Oh my goodness. Listen, I just want to, because I just felt the little heart of the person that gets asked about the short men. The short men. They've been out here feeling some kind of way. And see, we want y'all to feel healed too. I want you to understand just as well that there is a woman that will not reject you because of your size. And if she does overlook you because of your size, just understand that she is not it. The one that God has for you, the one that is specially shaped, created is for you, she gonna see you, boo.
Right.
She gonna see you. So sometimes rejection is protection. Daniece says, I must be different because the ones who didn't pan out are in the friend zone.
Oh, girl, friends with the ex, that's a whole nother topic. Says Deneen already started. Look, she done already got us started on the next topic.
Yeah.
Another takeover. Who is this? Being friends with the ex. No, my ex better not cross in front of me. Not while I'm driving. Like, no. Friends not here.
Listen, we probably need to take a commercial break and pray.
Yes.
We're gonna be back, y'all.
Go broke never, on my grind, she make it clap like I'm Busta Rhymes. I got the juice, the sauce and all them things. I blammed her twice a night with all my bling. Big Benz I drive, I brought that thing. Any girl you want, they want my thing.
We are back. Welcome back. I think the topic was
you done with us? No, you not.
No, you not. She love us. Please. Just love us.
It's all love. It's all love.
Listen, we are flying through these topics and the conversations have been so good and so real. We hoping that y'all are collecting these gems, storing them up so that you can not only apply them, but then pay it forward and give them to somebody else. And make sure that y'all inviting people into the DBDS community. It is really all about restoring love, relationships, and community. We're going to make it dope again. And so make sure that y'all not only subscribe and follow the page and share the lives, but you get involved in the conversations, post your questions, post your advice. Like, we are here to help each other heal. We're here to help each other get happy and get into those sustainable, fulfilling relationships. So we're about to jump into topic number 3. Topic number 4. I'm tripping. This number 4.
Yes, right. So be open and trying new things.
Yes. So, ladies, this could go so many ways. So I want to hear where your thoughts took you when you heard that topic, because I know where my mind went, but I want to know where your mind went when you hear about trying new things. I will come to you first, Cameryn.
Put me on the hot seat.
You got this, girl. You, Cameryn, girl.
All right, so in terms of trying new things, I'm always thinking in terms of what adventure can I go on that I haven't been on with anyone else that I can share with this person? Like for instance, the picture when introducing this topic, a picnic, instead of going to a restaurant, sitting down, pack a lunch, go somewhere, maybe an hour out of town that's by a river, a lake, in the mountains, depending on where you are, at the beach, whatever. But something out of the norm that you would normally do. So when I think of being open to trying new things, it's more of, of course, within the dating situation, like different experiences. What kind of adventures can we go on? What can I learn about myself doing something that I've never tried before? And being open to him suggesting something different, like something that he's interested in. That doesn't have to do with, but okay. When we're talking about levels, like we're just keeping this at dating.
Right.
Dating experiences.
Yeah. Dating is tough. You know what I mean? I'm recently out of it, or a little over a year. Dating is tough, but if you're not open to new things, and when I think of being open to new things, it kind of goes back to the last, topic about dating someone outside of your normal dating pattern. If you know that you've dated the same type of person and you're still single, or those relationships in the same way, maybe it's time to try something different, like open yourself up to meeting them a different way, or open yourself up to a different person completely. Now, I'm not talking like dating outside of your race. Like I listen, it's the black and brown men for me. I have no eyes for no one else. But if that's your thing, then try that. But what I'm saying is, like the brother said, try a short dude. Try try a dude who's adventurous. If you've always dated, the corporate men, try a blue collar, and white collar if you always try the opposite. Like just open yourself up to something different, because you have no idea what that might bring. So that's literally how I think of it when I see trying new things. What about you, Daniece? What does that look like for you to try new things?
Trying new things would be like, trying new foods, going to different places, meeting new people, just getting out of the norm. You want to open yourself up. You don't want to, I think we should be doing that anyway without dating, just for ourselves.
Yeah.
Just to get out there, and it's a whole world out there. Travel, meet new people, try to switch up your style, like just try new things, try different food. You don't want to get so set and stuck in your ways that it has to be this way. I have to date or go here to eat, or I just do this all the time. You want to keep it exciting, and it's fun. It's for me, dating was fun. Like Cameryn, don't be so serious. Just enjoy yourself, relax, have fun, enjoy the moment. Live in that moment. So that's what trying new things mean for me. Just getting out there, just going with the flow.
Yeah. That's good. Sis, what about you? You smiling. What do you think of when you hear trying new things?
Well, couple different things come to mind. But I kind of just want to say who you've been and what you've done is not all that there is to you. Like, and I think sometimes we don't realize, like, traveling through life, like life is a journey. So understand that when God created you, like he packed you full of jewels, and different levels and different experiences expose different things to you about yourself. So just know that there's more that you're capable of enjoying, you know. So like if you've been a person that has, you know, you got to think about chicken tenders. Well, we bless God for the chicken tenders, but be open to, you know, trying chicken a different way. You know, be open to, you know, listen, I'm a salmon girl. Be open to a little seafood. Like try it. You don't have to, you know, try a appetizer that has something new in it. You know, even if you have to start off small, but just be willing to try something outside of what you consider to be like your scope, you know, because you really could be missing out. But I will get back to the question that was asked of me. So, what came to mind is just that sometimes people, when they think about trying new things, is, you know, sometimes people like to open up doors because they feel like, you know what, you want to get a little spicy.
Go there. Go there.
Do a little something different.
Yeah.
We don't need change, but I'm talking about doing something a little strange.
Right.
So, um, so, so the thing is, like, you know, and I have been a married woman, you know, that totally believed in, you know, good surprises. Surprises, you know, but I just want to say, like, even when, you know, you are in that vein and you have the ability to be as creative as you would like to be creative, but like yet hold on to your standards. Like you don't have to just open up a door because you can. And know that sometimes when men even pose the question to you, it's not always that he's really wanting you to take a bite. He just wants to know if you might. So sometimes he's just trying to see what all is in you. How frisky are you? What boundaries will you cross? Not just with me, but outside of me. So just want to put that one on the table.
That is good, sis. No, you so right. A lot. That's where a lot of people say go when they think about new things in the relationship while we're dating. Absolutely. But Daniece said something so key, and it triggered a memory for me when I was dating Morpheus. You know, I was extremely like outcome focused. Everything had to have a task tied to it. Like that is just how I operated in life. Like if it didn't have a task, what was I supposed to do? I didn't know how to function without an action. I really didn't. I'm being completely honest. And I remember he had to teach me like how to be present and how to stay, you know, grounded where I am, you know, to pay attention to what was going on around me because I was so focused on what I wanted the result to be. I didn't pay attention to nothing happening and I struggled to celebrate wins. I just wasn't doing anything present. And I remember he taught me ways to just calm down, be in the moment, to meditate, all of those things. And so I had to be open to that because at first, not even at first, for a while, I was extremely resistant. And he will testify in the comments, I'm sure. I was very resistant. I was like, no, thanks, I'm good. I think that's stupid. Because again, I wasn't open to it because I didn't see the value in it. But then again, how much respect do you have for your partner? If they're supposed to be a value add to your life, your partner, that word significant other is not just a cliche. The word significant is very key. They bring significance to your life. And so I had to like respect, like, this is the man that I trust with my time, my energy, you know what I'm saying, my spirit, my body, my mind, my kids. Why don't I trust him to teach me something, you know, of value? And so finally I let my guard down and he taught me and it's changed my life. So again, trying something new will help you, especially if it's someone who cares about you being the best version of yourself. So that's so key, Daniece, what you said. Our comments over here popping like a Chick-fil-A drive-through. Let's check it out.
Oh, they backed up.
Honey.
Oh, Daniece says love picnics.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes.
Different can be good. Absolutely. Absolutely. Become comfortable being uncomfortable.
Mm,
Now that's a whole.
that's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That's a good
Carl
one.
says, try new things. Hashtag date yourself. Have fun.
That's good.
Yeah. I am dating one sister who may be the one. I am a very clean cut brother, but she is only attracted to bad boys. What can I do to win her over?
Be you.
Okay, who want to take that one first?
Sis, you
I'll
know.
take it.
I'll just say Meiaka, but go ahead, Cameryn.
Oh, go on, Meiaka.
No.
You go. No, I mean, be you. I mean, if you try to be someone you are not, guarantee it's not sustainable. It's just not.
Nope.
No.
And
I mean, yeah.
Go ahead, sis.
No, I mean, she either sees the gems in him or not. I mean,
that part.
And that's that. Just like we tell women, if they can't value you, they don't see the value in you. Okay, keep it moving. Like you had the experience, keep it moving. Who's to say they won't come back around? I'd say the same thing to him. Who's to say she won't come back around?
Right. I mean, me personally, I would, if you're dating her, that means there's something in you that she does see, especially if her track record is with bad boys and she's dating you. I don't think you need to win her over. I think you need to just be consistent in what drew her to you in the first place. So clearly there's something about you that broke her pattern. Because again, if she has a track record for the bad boys and you're a clean cut brother and you're a good guy and you're dating her, there's something there that drew her toward you. There's something there that she's attracted to, that she's interested in. Maintain that, because you might completely change her perspective. She may look at you and say, you know what, I've been tripping this whole time, wasting, all these years dating bad boys, and really this is the type of person I desire. So keep being yourself, because that's going to maintain her interest. You can't date someone by yourself. Like, you know what I'm saying? So she's clearly engaging with you. She's giving you the green light. Y'all are exchanging because there's something about you that drew her in. Keep that. Don't try to win her over. That's the worst thing you can do, because you're going to be jumping through hoops that you got to maintain for the rest of the relationship. If you start doing all this stuff to win her, you're going to have to keep doing that stuff to keep her. You are enough. Be yourself. Be the good guy. Y'all don't finish last. I had to tell that to my own husband. Good men do not finish last. It's just there's a lot of women in the way. You got to wait for the one that wants you first. And I'm telling you, you're going to do that by being yourself.
Yes. Listen, I just wanted to add to that, like, because that was really good. But my brother, I would say to you, I would like to challenge you to change your verbiage in reference to the fact that she is only attracted to, because that causes you to do a sense of comparison. And it causes your internal dialogue to say, there's no way she could really be attracted to me because of what she had been attracted to in the past. So I just want you to have confidence in who you are and know that who you are is enough for who is for you. So I'm gonna say it again. Who you are is enough for who is for you.
For you.
The whole word.
Period.
I love that. That's a good one.
Thank you. Yeah. So did you have something else that you wanted to add, Miss Gilbert?
Sure. I'm coming in from a different angle. Yeah, you don't change who you are, but you can also bring out your inner bad boy, whatever that looks like. You don't have to do anything illegal or anything, but usually when some women like bad boys, is usually she want to be kept on the toes, spontaneous type thing. So I would find out what it is that she's looking for you to do, or that she, like, I'm trying to think of the words to say, but basically, how you could bring your inner bad boy out for her without doing something, illegal. And it's probably dealing with sex, or just doing, different things, try new things. So that's what we were just talking about. So of course, yeah, don't change who you are, but if my man said, "Oh, I thought this hairdo would be nice on you," I, go try it, or something like that. So that's how I kind of look at it. Just try to figure out your bad inner dude without, without changing who you are. That might be, you might go get a motorcycle leather jacket. Who knows? You might try, I don't know. It could be anything. So just I would just try to, keep on the toes without, of course, changing who you are.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I just want to kind of right behind that. I just want to say that, like, sometimes the reason why she has been attracted to the bad boys may also have to do with how she was brought up. If there had not been a consistent father, a strong father presence in the home, you never know. She may just be strictly attracted to, or she was attracted to, the bad boy. Like, that's been her thing, just because she sees that as a place where she can find security, somebody that's going to protect me. And I say that from my own experience. There was a certain caliber of guy that I felt like I needed to have, because I had always been the one to protect my family. So I felt like, well, if he looked like this, if he moved like this, then he would do that for me, which I had done for, my people. So you just, sometimes you just need to kind of find out, like, what the inner workings are, like, what is the underlying current, that makes her her.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's good.
I like
Absolutely.
what Carl said. That's true.
Yeah, I think we have another question.
Be open to the possibility that others, I'm sorry, be open is to possibly that there's other ways of thinking and principles that other people live by, and it doesn't need to be right or wrong. Learn to appreciate differences as variety in life.
Right. Yeah.
That's good. Okay, so be open to other ways of thinking and other life principles. Just because the person you're dating has a different approach doesn't mean that they can't get results that are just as effective. The purpose of the life is transcending from level to level. Being able to accept differences as the variety of life instead of always judging them as right or wrong is a great practice in doing so. Different circumstances and situations dictate different responses. That's true. Women want a hood CEO.
Absolutely. Absolutely, Carl. That's correct. I call them corporate thugs.
Mm-mm, mm-mm. I appreciate your advice, my sisters. She had a rough upbringing. Yeah, I could believe that.
Yeah.
And you are very welcome, our brother.
Yes, absolutely. And the fact that he can recognize that and hold space for her, knowing that, that's huge.
Yeah, because I mean, like, I think one of the key things that he also said was that he believed that she was, he believed that she was the one. So like,
Absolutely.
so
Yeah.
like, if she is the one,
Yeah.
that's just gonna be a couple things y'all gonna have to ride out together. You
Yeah.
know.
Right.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I think we have just one more commercial, and then we will be back with our Jerry Springer moment and our final thoughts.
Yes.
If you would like to learn how to establish and maintain long-term meaningful relationships, join DBDS University today. You will learn about interpersonal relationships, first date tips, the relationship zones, emotional intelligence, and more.
I want to say thank you to my big brothers Mel and Mo for creating the DBDS University with the live, the book, the website. It's helped me so much grow as an individual.
Where does it say that? It just popped up.
Hey, 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 and we are back.
Sorry, I got a special guest over here. Morpheus is in the building.
Listen. All right, well, I think this has been a great show. And listen, I
Sorry,
guess
y'all,
we're
my
getting ready to
computer
get
is
ready
on
and
trip
move
mode.
into. So we are going to get ready to move into our finale, which is our Jerry Springer moment, where we give our last and final thoughts. So, Miss Cameryn,
Right, I'm sorry, y'all. My laptop has had enough. She's like, I'm done for the night. Like, I'm not charging nothing.
Miss Cameryn, did you want to go first?
Oh, sure. So pretty much, everything that we've talked about, even though we started out with the main overarching idea of, your behavior is what, sets your standards. Hopefully everyone was able to see how everything we talked about is interconnected. Words are fleeting, but behavior is what really is the rubber that meets the road. And like Daniece said, have fun with it. Go with the flow. Um, your standards are going to do the job they need to do when it comes to um, helping you meet the one who feels good, the one, who is, like Natima said, a significant other.
Right.
But just go out there with an open mind and know that it is possible. Love is possible.
Well, like that. Love is possible. Yes. Meiaka, did you have your final thoughts? Daniece, have you had yours?
Oh yeah,
Sorry.
sure. Oh no, you're fine. Listen, I had my share. So I would say, like we were saying, date. Go out there, have fun. Don't put it all out there on the table. Let them peel you back like a layer. Don't just throw everything out there. Just have fun with it. Dating is fun. Don't go out there and tell everybody you're ready to get married and all this stuff. Just allow it to, just enjoy the moment, enjoy the date, enjoy getting to know each other. What else we were talking about? Just being mysterious a little bit, adventurous, trying new things, try that dish, try that new place, try that guy that you don't usually normally date, or that woman. You might be surprised. You might actually find that one. So just go out there and have fun, enjoy life, enjoy meeting new people, enjoy the experiences. Who knows? You know, love it. Like she said, love is possible. So
Yes, absolutely. I love that. I love that love is possible. And that advice is so helpful. And again, applicable, right? It's not just we just giving you a bunch of things that didn't work. We've obviously tried it. But I definitely want to just encourage anybody, male, female, date with purpose. Make sure that your intentions are clear to you first before you're putting them on somebody else. Make sure you know what it is that you want and what it is that you need. And we might not always know our needs. Some of it comes up as we're dating. But as you know, and you begin to see those things, make sure that you're acknowledging them and make them a part of your dating process. And then definitely continue to set standards. Your standards are not just set for the rest of your life. The standards I had at 21 are not the ones I had at 31. The standards I had at 31 are not the ones I had at 35, because your life changes. Before, when I was single, I was dating as a single woman in the likelihood that I didn't have any kids. Once I had children, now I got to date differently, right? Because I have children. So that's a whole different new game when you're dating, as a mom, as a single mom. And so keep those things in mind that you can replenish. Like Cameryn said earlier, hit the reset button. You can reset, you can replenish, and start your list again, start your standards again. Sorry, not your list. And then lastly, align yourself with what you're looking for. Make sure that what you're seeking in terms of standards, expectations, preferences, that you match what you're asking. Because what will happen is you'll put that out there, and then God or the universe, or again, whoever you subscribe to, is listening to what you said. And so the person that was packaged for you now ain't on the way, because you didn't ask for something completely different. So make sure that what you want and desire is truly what you're speaking of. And that's my final thought. Meiaka.
Listen, if y'all know me, y'all know I've been writing. So here we go. So I would love to say to all of my queens and all of my princesses in training, be the woman that you can be proud of.
That's good.
The one that when you look in the mirror, that you can say, you know what, girl, we came a long way. You know what? I love you, girl. Like, I love the you that you have become. Like, be her, not the one that continues to make things or to create situations that you're ashamed of, that you don't want to talk to people about. Like, so be the one that you're proud of. Love you and take the time to heal. When you feel those points of pain come up, take the time to heal in those areas, and don't just allow it to continue to be an area of weakness. So loving you is the first step to true, precious, beautiful love. So those are my final thoughts. Oh, did we lose my sister? Listen, well, again, I believe that this was such a phenomenal show. Yeah. Thank you, ladies, so much for everything that you added to the conversation, every gem, every nugget that you were so gracious to give us, to bestow upon us today. Thank you to all of the live and the replay viewers. Listen, this could not be possible without you. Tell a friend, share a friend. Listen, there's somebody that needs to hear your voice. They need to hear your testimony. They need to know that, again, what was stated, that love is possible. And so people are still making monogamous relationships beautiful. Absolutely. So it's possible. It is more than possible. So listen, we are getting ready to head out of here, but we love you to life. And so this concludes our Queen Takeover.